Get ready to get weird!
All right, so they said that on the video tutorials they said that you should do a clap.
It's crooked.
Are you? We'll fix it. Get it right. Get it where it needs to be.
Better. I think. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So we need to do a clap so we can link up the audio and the video. Ready?
I don't think that's right.
I'm going to clap.
Why?
1, 2, 3, clap. All right, so that's how we link up everything.
I'm looking at the camera already.
Yeah, I know it's so distracting. All right. Episode what? Episode
20-something.
Is it 23?
I don't know. We don't ever do these like consistently, so I can't ever remember. It's kind of tough.
So I had the conversation with the old lady this week. I was like, listen.
About what?
The podcast. We're gonna be doing this shit when we want to do it.
What do you mean?
I mean, the reason we haven't done it consistently is because I can't get out of the house. For the most part.
Yeah, because you make excuses for everything, and
we've always got some type of excuse. So I mean, we had the conversation like, listen, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna be out of the house for 2 hours every week, and you do your own thing.
It's just once a week. I don't really see what
I think we're gonna do a compromise thing where it's like, okay,
because I'm assuming her thoughts on it is still just a fucking joke to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's like, you just use this as an excuse to go hang out with your boys and drink. And I was like, yeah, you hit it right on the fucking head. Everybody asked me about a podcast, like, what are you trying to get out of it? And she knows I'm just here to hang out. You know?
I mean, she nailed it. That's pretty much the reason. But it's a creative outlet.
I like it. I really enjoy doing it. I think we're getting better at it.
It's for funsies, It's not,
So we're just gonna. I mean, it's gonna happen at least one a week. One a week is not even that hard to do.
I didn't think it was, but apparently
it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, but I talked to her and I was like, listen, you tell me one day a week where you want to go and do your own shit for a few hours, and then I'll watch the kid, and then that's the compromise that we're gonna do. Like, I'm gonna watch her.
Like, what does she do when you leave?
I guess just hangs out with the baby.
Sounds like fun. I mean, I get it. I don't have the perspective. I don't. That's the thing is, like, I sit here and I talk shit to you about it every week. And
it's hard. I mean, because, she guilt trips me a little bit for leaving, and I don't really do much else besides this other than work.
I was like on my way over here and I was thinking about it and I was like, man, this is like 5 years ago. This Saturday night meetup would look a lot different.
Everybody would be looking forward to this shit. Yeah.
But the thing is,
it is what it is. People change.
But I was just I was driving home and I was like, what incentive does Jake have to do or have to even keep on doing this? Like,
because I like doing that.
Yeah, but like, it's Saturday night.
Yeah.
You're sitting in a room with me. And I was driving home, like, downtown Salem, and, like, on my way home from work, and I just think, like, man, it's popping.
Oh, yeah.
It's popping out here, and, if I was drinking, I'd be making a stop on my way home.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Well, we don't do them on weekends very often.
Well, I'm just speaking more to the fact that, like...
People have shit going on.
Our weekend has transitioned into, like, microphones in front of our faces. Rather than going out and getting shit-faced.
Yeah, but I would rather do this most of the time.
I know, but...
Especially if it's a bunch of dudes in here talking shit.
I know, I agree, but there's definitely the part of me that drives home and drives through downtown and goes, man, I wish our squad was hitting this tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I miss it.
Do you guys not ever... Like, I don't feel like you guys think about that stuff.
All the time. Because when you quit drinking, I got married. And then shortly had a kid after. So basically, I quit doing that nightlife party thing is over for me just as well as it is for you. I mean, I still drink, but
I just feel like our friend group could be a little more adventurous.
Absolutely.
Nobody's ever like Like, hey, let's get a bunch of kayaks and go somewhere and spend the day.
Yeah,
on an adventure.
You know what it comes down to though is they're all terrified of their women.
You are too. Not okay. I'll give it to you. You're not as terrified.
No.
As
listen, I get a lot more leeway from my wife than they do from theirs, right? So I, for the most part, do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with a kid, there's a little bit of like conscience that's been instilled in me, not from her, just from being a dad and not trying to be a piece of shit, that also falls into it, that they don't have. If you're just a married dude that doesn't have any kids, you should still be able to go and do whatever the fuck you want for the most part.
That's why I don't like. I never understood it because like, I get the aspect of like having someone like not want you to fucking dip out or whatever, but at the same time, it's once a fucking week.
Yep.
We're not going to the bars like we used to. We're literally sitting in a room and talking.
Yep.
It's like, why? What's the big deal? There could be
way worse habits that we could all have, right?
Yeah, for
Will
sure.
you move that mic and like speak into the center of it instead of the side?
Oh,
there you go.
That's what was going on.
Just make it comfortable. Just move it close to wherever you feel good.
See, I'm in a new spot. I don't fucking like it, dude.
So
I feel uncomfortable as shit.
We moved everything around. We got a new fucking setup here. We're doing video.
Somebody
check us out on fucking YouTube, dog.
Whose long black hair is this?
Ooh.
Some bitch.
So what's our YouTube name going to be?
I was thinking we should rebrand.
You think so?
Yeah, I was just
really.
I think it should be on the table. I'm not saying we should.
Yeah, we can.
No, I'm saying the idea of it should be on the table. No. I think you think that I don't like the name.
Okay, you got to understand. We named this shit like one night on a text message thread.
I know, and I think that I'm not saying we have to rebrand or that I want to rebrand. I'm saying we should be open to that idea. Not that we need to, but if ever we start to like actually market or like try to promote it,
yeah,
and then we see if that name does well, and if not, we change it. What? What's wrong?
Do you have another name in mind?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is I feel like you think I have an ulterior motive right now.
So here's the thing. I think if we were two people that were already notable,
it wouldn't matter what the name is.
No, just like
at all.
Yeah, just make it our names in the podcast.
But it's just like,
but we're not of note already.
If we were going to change it, speed round. Dome, what do you got?
Something simple, probably way more simple than this. Something easy to find, like
coffee and cigarettes.
Yeah, I like the way that Bill Burr did, just like the Monday morning podcast, like something super easily searchable, something simple.
Yeah, that's like
I like Theo Vaughn this past weekend. That's a sick fucking name for a podcast.
Well, yeah, and the only reason it got brought to my attention is I listen to this one YouTuber. He does like nerd shit. I'm not gonna get into it, but his handle. And this he makes his living, so he's a smart guy. His handle is Geekdom101, does like geek shit. But when he first started out on YouTube, it was epitome of geekdom. And he was explaining one day, he was like, nobody knows how to fucking spell epitome. Nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not, obviously, Ruffling Feathers is not a hard.
Yeah.
That's just the seed that planted in my head.
That's true.
That you should, Same with like a job. Like if a job's like, I need you to move to New York, we're going to pay you bones. You got to be willing to spread your wings a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're not cemented in like we don't have products. We don't have like,
no,
we're not notable yet.
Nothing is tying us to this name. We can change it anytime.
And this isn't me saying I don't like the name. I like the name.
It sounds like it is. But
no, I'm nonplussed by it. I like it. I think it rolls off the tongue well.
Yeah.
Am I offending you?
Like, no. But Joe Rogan's podcast is called The Joe Rogan Experience, and people don't call it the fucking Joe Rogan Experience. You know what I mean? It's like,
no, I mean not.
I think
not like right off the hop. I mean, I've used that, but he named that.
Do you listen to the Joe Rogan Experience? The
Yes.
Joe Rogan Experience.
Joe Rogan podcast. Train all day. Joe Rogan by night. Yeah, dude. No, it's different because he's Joe, obviously.
Yeah, he was already on Fear Factor when he started that shit.
But it'd be cool if like it had meaning to it, but I don't want to sit here and like think up some name that has meaning to it and it's not even that cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like, nah, it's fine. Name's fine. We can keep it.
What do you mean, like, do something more local, like the
No, something just
the Blue Ridge podcast?
just
or
something that more like seems like it's us.
Appalachian Wind podcast?
No.
Salem, Virginia podcast?
No, nothing with the hometown. I don't give a fuck about Salem. Just like
Brocast?
it would be like
Salescast?
like something like like Degenerate and Hunter, but like more thought out. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
The
Redneck and Sack of Shit.
Redneck and the Burnout. Redneck and the Burn.
I like that.
Mountain
It rolls off the tongue. Redneck and the Burnout.
Mountain Man and the Mountain Man and the.
Yeah, but you know, I don't live out that persona
I know.
enough for that.
Okay, well, what if you had to think of a nickname that describes your style? What would it be?
I just don't feel like I am self-confident enough to like jump into some like one particular fucking style. You know what I mean? Those dudes that like wore camo to school and stuff and wore boots, I was always like sort of jealous of them because they did not give a fuck what everybody else thought. I was always one of those people that allowed whatever social group I was in to mold, you know, the way that I dress and the way that I act.
Yeah, I was never like that. I was explaining that to this girl I work with tonight because I was like, I was talking about like my group of friends to her, and I was like, yeah, I've always seen myself as like the black sheep of my group of friends because like I'm into like a lot of stuff that my friends are not into and interested in.
Yeah.
And like when I look at you, you know, you're like flip-flop of what I am, but somehow we get along really well.
Yeah, but you were always very unashamed about what you were into. Not always. But for the most part, as you grew into an adult, you've been pretty unashamed about like what you like and what you're into, and I still catch myself trying to like put on a face.
No, because that goes back to me. Like I cultivated that like early listening to like punk music and stuff, where like the whole mindset of that, Green Day. Yep, said it. The whole mindset of that, every podcast, Green Day. The whole mindset of that when I was young was like, it's my favorite Billy Joe Armstrong quote ever. Is like, he's the lead singer of Green Day.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
someone was like, he was doing an interview one time, and they were like, someone was like, can you explain punk rock to me? And they were like standing up or something like that, and there was a trash can standing next to Billy, so he like fucking kicked the shit out of it, and trash went everywhere and shit. And so the interviewer, like, there was like another trash can sitting there, and they like kicked it over, and they're like, so that's punk rock? And Billy was like, no. And they were like, what? And he's like, that's fucking trendy, dude. It's just like, so like I grew up listening to dudes like that, and you know, punk was always the ideal of like, fuck anybody, fuck the mainstream, fuck the, you know, fuck those clothing commercials, American Eagle and that. That's not what the fuck you need to be wearing.
Yeah.
Black tees, jeans, skate fucking shoes, man. Fuck them if they don't like it. I like it. Other people that are like-minded like me fuck with it. Even if my group of friends isn't particularly in that lane that I've gotten interested in, I fuck with it. Like, I'm not, you know, and like, obviously, like, there's been things that I'm into that, like, you know, Mandalorian, like, you'll rip me for that, which I don't care. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I would rather
you could ever watch.
I would rather you do that to me than you be like, oh, sure, tell me about the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm never going to do
friends."
that.
Good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is like, I think me growing up having like these like anti-authority ideals that I cultivated through listening to like punk music and stuff like that. And then also like having a group of friends to where I knew like I can be myself. They're going to rip me if they're not into it. But at the end of the day, they're like, dude, just do you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've just always known that like, regardless of how I dress or how I act or what I say or what I tell people that I'm into, like, if that's going to be the defining factor of somebody like wanting to talk to me or fuck with me, then they can, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always, don't get me wrong, I definitely go out in public and like some days if I'm having like a bad hair day or something, I'm like, fuck, hope I don't see anybody I know. And like, I'm self-conscious to that. And, just like anybody, I'll put on an outfit and be like, are people in public going to see me in this and think it looks cool or whatever?
Yeah.
I think everybody has that.
I feel like if it was up to me, one side of my brain would be cool with just like wearing camouflage clothes all day and just repping shit that I like all day long. And
so you fuck with that?
Absolutely.
You like wearing camo?
Yeah, but at the same time, I also like looking good more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's another thing. So like when I was growing up, my whole thing was like, if you're in a certain lane, you got to dress like that. You got to dress the part. So like I went through my punk rock phase, right?
Yeah.
Early on, it was black t-shirts, like I said earlier, black tees, skate shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a wigger phase in high school. I think we're all aware of that as well.
Yeah.
I wore XL t-shirts and I sagged my pants below my ass.
I like that phase.
Do you remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, I went through it earlier than you did. I used to think
but
I
was
black.
Did you ever sag your pants like I did? I'm talking below literally my ass was out of my pants every single day.
So I went through that phase when I was like living in a different town before I moved here, and I had mostly black friends from basketball, and that I think that was like before sagging really took off a lot. It was like oversized t-shirts. I used to wear literally I would have his mom get me do-rags, and I would wear do-rags.
What?
I used to like put tape on my face like Nelly used to do, Sagging was cool, but it would never got to the point to where I never sagged the way that y'all did, because y'all were to the like buying pants that were
too
6
big.
inches too short and then way too big so that you could sag them and you wouldn't get them wet. Yeah. I never got to that point.
I literally like I'm talking completely below my ass, and I was comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Totally comfortable with
But
it.
I was into that when it was cool, though. Like when I was thinking about it the other day. You remember spinners? Spinner rims? Like when,
Yeah.
I was obsessed with them. I
Really?
wanted them so bad. And like
Yikes.
that whole Nelly, Ja Rule, Nas, when he first came on the scene.
Nas is dope.
Well, but old Nas when he first came on the scene.
Yeah, he's an OG.
Those dudes like are in the group of people that like first made that black culture cool, that hip hop culture cool before it's changed a lot now.
You know what
But
got
that
me?
got me wanting to be black.
You know whose style influenced me in hip hop mostly?
Who's that?
That got me into the saggy pants game? It was Wayne.
Oh yeah.
Little Wayne would wear the skinny. So he would get the skinny jeans, and he would get skinny jeans, but get them, like you said, a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So that you sag them in their back.
But they were too short though.
No,
so
I would get mine the right leg length. They would just be here. The reason why is because when you sag them, and you have your high top sneakers on, because I'm a wigger.
Gotcha.
The pants would hit the top of the shoe, and then they would
crinkle
for the style.
Yeah.
Up the leg. You know what I mean?
You got to get them skinny enough though, because you don't want them coming over that heel. Because you step in a puddle, your knees are going to be wet before you know it.
That's not happening with the skinnies. So I would do that, rock a skinny. And
Did Wheezy make skinny jeans?
That's who I saw rocking them in the rap game first.
When I was into that style, it was not skinny jeans.
Right.
was
Yeah, I know.
Big ass fucking
Or-
baggy jeans, and then jean shorts that went to your ankles.
Yeah. That's the genesis of it. So it was
Yeah.
like, well, it was probably like the parachute pants. No, I don't remember that shit. I'm
Probably
too
before
too
that.
young for
Yeah.
that. But yeah, early on it was super baggy with like the I guess crew cut, just regular jeans, but they were like two sizes too big,
Mm-hmm.
and they were below your fucking ass. And then
That was Fat Joe.
yeah, Fat Joe,
Yeah.
50 Cent. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
I remember Get Rich or Die. I think the cover of Get Rich or Die Trying, all you can see is boxers, just tons of
Yeah.
boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like I said, I think it started to transition into like Lil Wayne wearing the skinny jeans, and then you had like a bunch of other fucking pussies doing that shit too. I think Mac Miller kind of had that type of style early on. He kind of had
he sagged bad.
yeah, he had that. Mac Miller, which I love Mac Miller, but like early on when he first came out with like Donald Trump, he looks like your stereotypical fuckboy.
Yeah.
Like white fuckboy, like Jordans, skinny jeans sagged, a fucking crew cut sweatshirt with some fucking
That music
design.
video, Best Day Ever.
yeah.
Yeah. That was him.
Dude, Max,
God, I love him though.
I do love Mac Miller. He's the man. I've been listening to him a lot lately. Like a lot. Like probably.
Yeah, I don't know why his new shit that they released after he died didn't go crazy, because that's all I listened to this summer.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's a good album. It's a really good fucking album. Probably one of my. He's probably right now my favorite rapper. That changes all the time though, honestly. But right now I've been listening to a lot of Mac Miller.
Yeah, but is it rap? Because I've showed that
Yeah,
album, that
yeah.
last album, to
It's
a lot of people that like would not listen to that, and they'd be like, "This isn't rap. This isn't like." To the outsider, it's
I mean,
not
he
hip-hop.
definitely gets melodic on it for sure, and he definitely like in his last couple albums changed his style up a lot. But at its core, Mac
That
Miller,
song "Surf."
yeah,
Head and your shoulders, your knees and your toes.
yeah.
Oh man,
Well, he's got like jazz and roots and stuff
Yeah.
like that, I think. So, but no, yeah, I'm a big, and I listen to the early stuff too. I love his early shit. His early shit is like when I'm like when I'm cruising and chilling, I listen to the new stuff, like
Yeah.
the chill stuff. And then like, if I just want to like he's got this one song I love listening to in the morning because the whole song is like, it's called Senior Skip Day. Have you heard that one?
I don't
It's
think so.
old as fuck. It's off that Kids album. It's like his second album. But he's like, the whole song is just like, talking about like making Eggos.
Yeah, I bet
No
people,
more syrup left in my bottle.
people that knew him when he was like in high school probably thought he was just another fuck boy that wanted to try to rap and would never make it.
And somehow he did it.
yeah, but it ended up killing him.
I was thinking about that too when I was driving, listening to him the other day. I was like, how many other white fucks out of suburban homes in America were trying to do the same shit that he did, and somehow he made it work? Like how?
A lot.
But I feel like there's probably other kids that may have had the skill and talent, maybe just not the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. God,
And not-
the music game is so hard though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And not the opportunity like, oh, Mac had better opportunity. Like Mac, like there's probably other dudes putting their shit out on SoundCloud and stuff like how Mac, or I don't know how he was doing it at first, YouTube, whatever, but that are putting it on the internet, but like somebody just probably found him. You know what I mean? Amongst all of the fucking shit to rifle through. But yeah, I mean, obviously we grew up on like Eminem, but Mac's definitely my white rapper for sure. Eminem's the GOAT. Like I'll always say that, but I'm going to put Mac on more than I'm going to put Eminem on.
The GOAT white rapper. Who's the best like rapper of all time, you think?
Probably Eminem.
Do you think so? Yeah. I mean, he's got bars the way that he does. Is that gonna die?
Does it say it is?
I don't know.
Why?
I just wonder it's not plugged up.
It's fine. The battery life on that is amazing. It's an
Gotcha.
LG.
Okay.
LG phones, you get
Yeah.
get the 2-year warranty with those as well, as opposed to other manufacturers like Apple and Samsung. But no, if I had to like give you just a, I'm not gonna say who's the GOAT because that's a little tougher than like basketball or something. But if you ask me for like a handful, like to
The
choose
Mount Rushmore?
from, Mount Rushmore,
Eminem's got to be on it, right?
Eminem, Tupac, Biggie, and probably either Jay-Z or 50. That's a tough last spot, but I think that Tupac
You
and
don't put
Big.
Kanye on there?
See what I'm saying? You can't really do a Mount Rushmore. If you want me to give you,
I don't know Tupac I couldn't name
You've never
one
listened?
Tupac song ever.
Really? He's
Before our time. He died, in 95?
Yeah, but I go back and listen to that shit. His so Tupac's lyrics
96, I think.
Tupac's lyrics were incredible, but his flow wasn't nearly the flow that
My
Biggie
flow
had.
is Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky, he's definitely not up there.
Lil Dicky.
Dickie's like a gimmick rapper, man.
You think so?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fun. He's
I can-
fun, but he's never gonna like ascend. You know what I mean? If you want, like, if you're just like, I need a handful of guys to pick from, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Kanye.
What about Kid Cudi?
Nah, he wouldn't be up there.
What about the new guys? You got to
this
think
is,
about the new guys.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I was going to...
J. Cole, Drake, Lil Wayne.
We did the swimming pools thing, right?
Yeah, Swimming Pools is a good song. But no, dude, if you you really got to dig deep on Kendrick to get his good stuff, because what's really good is his like deep tracks where he's just fucking going in, dude. Like, I love the Swimming Pools and the one with Drake where it's like I can't remember what it's called. It's melodic, but like, no, Kendrick goes ape shit on his
You
stuff.
put
Kendrick,
Drake in that conversation?
yeah, 100%. Why not?
I don't know anything about it. Yeah. I mean,
You don't?
I don't know anything about... I don't...
You just gotta look at it like this. So I get it. People's argument with
It
Drake.
would be hard to do that for any genre, no matter how much music you listen to.
I
right,
don't
you
know. Well, my biggest thing is you know, I'm not saying I listen to all these artists every single day, but number one, Drake is automatically on that list because who's been the number one rapper since he came out? Him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he might sing a little bit in the songs, but if you've ever
What's
heard,
the problem with that? I like it.
I don't have a problem with it, but that's going to be some people's arguments. But if you really listen to his shit and hear when he goes in on shit, it's fucking, it's murder, dude.
Yeah.
And you can't take that shit away. So of the new age, like if you want a big three for me, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. That's the new age guys right there. Those are the goats of our generation. 100%. No question about it. Don't at me. The bridge. So there's the new age guys. Those three guys would be on the list. Then you got the early 2000s guys of, like I was saying, you know, no, you got, okay, here, we'll start here. 90s.
You got to break it into different genres too.
Well,
Or
no.
subgenres.
Well,
right?
we can do that, but here's the timeline.
Just break it into the time frame. So do
90s.
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie rule the 90s.
But what about NWA?
Yes, they're on the list. Can we count them as a whole group? Easy
You gotta be, yeah.
Easy E. Woke up late at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon.
Yeah.
I could keep going, but I'm not. So, okay. So 90s. We're going to go. Was NWA 80s or 90s?
I think 90. Late 80s, mainly 90s,
All
I
right.
think.
So we'll go.
We'll just throw 'em in,
say
throw
it. Go
'em in.
old school.
Yep.
The old school. The old school is NWA.
What about
which
the
is-
Sugar Hill Gang? That's like early
Who?
80s.
Fuck them.
They invented rap.
NWA, Tupac, Biggie. Then we transition into the middle group. Okay, so that's our big three: NWA, Tupac, Biggie. All right. Then we're gonna transition into the early 2000s crew who kind of overlap from the 90s. We got Eminem, Dr. Dre. Wait, I already said that. He's part of NWA. Eminem, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Kanye West.
Not Nas.
Nas. That's the five in the middle group.
What about
okay?
Nelly?
No. What?
Okay.
Are you serious? He's R&B.
Hot in.
Yeah. Come on.
It's hot in here.
Take off all your clothes. So.
What,
Yeah.
the longest yard? Shit.
Oh yeah, that was a good one actually.
Yeah.
But no. So the middle group is Eminem, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Kanye, which is cool because they're both 50 and M are friends. Kanye and Jay-Z are friends. Those four ruled. Then you have the bridge, which is Lil Wayne, when he took over with all those mixtapes in 2008, late 2000s.
I think he's got to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Not in my opinion.
No?
I don't think he had the longevity of someone like, you know, Lil Wayne was a flash in the pan in my opinion. Now he's been around since the early 90s doing with the Hot Boys and stuff like that back when he was doing that New Orleans shit, but he
Yeah.
didn't really pop off until
What was that?
Carter 2, Carter 3.
I'm a ball.
What?
Counting all day like a clock on a wall.
Yeah,
He did that with the...
Bling. He made up the word bling.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne did. He made that word up. That's where that word comes from. Is Lil Wayne and the Hot
And he
Boys.
got weird in like 2009 when he did the rock stuff when it was a blah blah.
Yeah, that's when. That's the thing. Is like that's why I say it's because he had that.
He
one.
let the industry. And this goes full circle.
He did.
He let his social circle change the way that he made music.
Well, and I think he was just so fucked up all the time. But you got to think.
God, he's
So,
got some good worldviews. He's got a podcast.
I would equate. Yeah, I heard. I would equate his rap career kind of to like Derrick Rose's basketball career.
Yeah.
MVP award early on, but gets an injury, can't keep it sustained. Lil Wayne, dude, like 2007 to 2008 when he was putting out a mixtape like every month, like no ceilings, fucking sorry for the wait, like all that shit he was doing, like it was crazy. So he's definitely on that list, but he's more of a bridge to our new age guys of like Drake and J. Cole and Kendrick and
the new age is where I just got completely lost.
Well, I'm lost as far as like people. I've had people that I work with bring up rappers, and I'm like, who are you?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, like I'm like
they all die. They all die before they turn 21.
Yeah, that's the thing is that no, these guys aren't goats. They're flashes in the pan. They're not gonna last forever. Yeah. Like and the reason, like I said earlier, with Drake and a lot of these guys, like you got to think, dude, they're chart toppers. Like Drake is consistently putting out music. He doesn't drop off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so that's my opinion on the
agree.
rap game.
I'm with you.
You know, so that's just what I think about that. But, you know, rap's interesting. Rap's very interesting. Its genesis, its growth, you know, what it's become. But it's, you know, it's not my favorite. I got to be in the mood for it.
I mean, okay. What other genres do you think? I mean, how hard would it be to pick like a number one musician? Like, who's the best musician alive right now?
Impossible.
You know, in any genre.
It's not someone in the charts.
He's got Well,
it's
okay.
Somebody that went to fucking Juilliard.
Yeah.
And they're playing their fucking cello at home. Like that's a craftsman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
no, but what I meant what I meant was like
somebody that's been on the
like
charts.
multiple genres. Like you could go through every genre and we could do the same thing. Like what genre do you put Dave Matthews Band in?
Folk rock / jam band.
Okay. See that I think the
water gets muddied.
Yeah.
So if you like, you know, like Dave, a lot of people will categorize them as a jam band. I've heard that tons of times.
I hate that.
Which live they have been known to stretch their songs, but they definitely, you know, I've seen a lot of jam bands, you know, Widespread Panic, seen them live, String Cheese Incident, I've seen them live, Grateful Dead, I've not seen them live.
You haven't seen Grateful Dead?
I have not seen the Grateful Dead.
Really?
Obviously.
You're a fucking poser, dude.
Jerry Garcia died in the 90s.
Oh, did he? They don't do anything.
They do
without
Dead
him?
and Company with John Mayer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that. But what I'm saying is Dave's not on the surface a jam band. So if you really wanted me to categorize Dave, if I had to, probably like folk rock, I guess.
Like same genre that you would put John Mayer in?
John Mayer's more like melodic, bluesy, blues rock. But he did put out that one album that is rather folky.
When he was dating Taylor Swift.
What's that one? I love John Mayer a lot. He has a quote actually where he says, I wouldn't be John Mayer without Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, he said he was his inspiration for guitar or some shit like that. Because,
yeah.
I mean, you say what you want about Dave Matthews, but that dude invents his own guitar chords.
Yeah, literally. I remember the first time I learned how
to learn how to play a Dave song. It's impossible.
Well, that's how I figured out that he makes his own chords is when I first started learning how to play his music. I was like it would tell you, like the tab would be like make this shape with your finger. It didn't say that, but
Yeah.
it would have the, and I would be like, this doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, looked, I got more into Dave, and I read about how he will, he'll take like a C chord and then make it his own
just
thing.
fuck it all up.
Like So like I was learning how to play Crash for the first time, and it's this weird fucking, it's not even a chord. Like I think it's a version of C or something like that. But yeah, he does shit like that. And then like people would always talk about like his that he's able to play crazy strum and pick patterns to like a rhythm of singing that most people would have difficulties like singing and playing the riffs he plays. Have you ever that song The Stone?
I'm sure.
Well, that one is like
watching you do that with a mustache just freaked me out.
Mustache looks crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That my boss walked in the other day and he's like, Jones, you look like you should be in Arizona in a desert playing a guitar in a Western band or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then this other guy that I work with who had a mustache, because like November started and that's when I started to manifest this. It was like late October, and I was like, Joe, let's grow mustaches, even though the customers can't see them. Let's grow mustaches for November. And he walked in with his shaved off the other day, and I was like, Joe, what the fuck, man?
You say?
And he was
Old
like,
lady didn't like it.
Bingo.
Yep.
So I was like, cool, Joe. Now you got me over here looking like a jackass with a mustache.
Keep it. You should keep
Well,
it.
he goes, dude, I think you actually look better with a mustache. And I was like,
I think you look as good with a mustache.
that's what. So I took offense to that when he said that. I was like, so what are you saying? I feel like I look decent without a mustache. Mustache. At first I thought it looked funny, and then I realized
It's not
it's
as noticeable.
not that bad.
No. If I grow one, it's unbelievably hideous and atrocious.
I think it
You
looks
can-
funny when you grow 'em.
It's funny, yeah, but you
Yeah.
can notice it. Like you can get away with, I guess it's your face shape, can get away with like having it and pulling it off.
I feel like I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like I kind of pull it off.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Do
you
you
don't look
think so?
ridiculous with it. No. I mean, I hate it, but you don't look ridiculous
Why
with
do
it.
you hate it? Because I'm pulling it off?
I don't know. They just, I don't know. Mustaches just look fucking freaky.
Look
to
when
me.
I put my upper lip like this,
How long you been growing that?
like a month and a half. It takes a while. I'm not very good at growing facial hair at all.
I'll grow one.
I just think like, and I'll be honest, when Crockett started growing his,
He looks ridiculous. He doesn't pull it off.
well, and at first I was like, he would send me Snapchats and I would be like, cut that off now. You look absurd. And
Yeah.
then I was like, he does look really funny though.
Yeah, but he
'cause-
looks funny because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
See, if you just ran into some random person,
they're not gonna.
they're not going to be like, you look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
but-
just the way that they think that you look.
But that was my whole thing. Like, I think that people, and don't get me wrong, yes, I've kept it because I've decided that I do like the way that it looks. But at first, I really just wanted to look funny, and because I wear a,
It does look funny when you look at it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wear a mask throughout the day most time, anyways. So like, but then I wasn't getting the reaction from it that I wanted, because people at work, like, I would take my mask off or something, they'd be
Yeah.
like, and they would compliment it. And
Yeah, I mean, it looks decent.
But
But
then
I think your facial hair is a good color. It's the same color as your hair,
right?
which is cool. Mine is red, so
Is it really?
yeah. When I grow
Ew.
a beard, it's the color of my shirt.
That's unfortunate for it is actually, now that
Yeah.
I think about it, now
Yeah.
that you said that.
Yeah, it looks disgusting.
But every time somebody at work mentions, they'll be like, "Oh, I like the mustache," and I'll be like, "But it looks kind of funny, right?" And they don't know how to like.
the joke didn't land in it.
The-
I'm just
well-
being normal.
Well, that's the thing is like that people like, and again, I'll say like, yes, I do like it now. I'm not trying to put off it's only a joke, but at first, like, I would be like, "But you think it looks kind of funny, right?" And people would be like, "I guess," and I would be like, "Cool, you just fucking
It's
ruined
not
my
that
day."
funny. I mean, it looks normal, fairly normal.
It's not that funny at all.
It's not as funny as like if somebody else grow. I mean, you can pull it off, so it doesn't make it that funny.
Makes me feel like I'm probably gonna shave it
No,
tonight.
you
Then
should keep it. That should be your look now, dude.
Is it good?
I have a cousin that's never shaved his mustache once in his entire life.
Have you? How long is it?
I mean, he trims it, but he doesn't. He's never shaved it off.
I got you. Have you not noticed I've been doing my hair differently too?
I noticed yesterday you were growing it out a little bit.
I put product in it.
Yeah, I mean,
and I swoop it.
You should put a little.
Yeah, but I wasn't for years, and I start doing it, and nobody in the fucking friend group says shit about it.
You gotta let it grow out a little bit, but you gotta understand that
this is the longest it's been.
Like yeah, you gotta let it grow out a little bit more. Let the top grow out.
I feel like I've been looking pretty good recently, and nobody has said a damn thing about it.
I mean, you're looking great.
I don't want that.
I did notice it yesterday that you.
When did I see you yesterday?
The day before yesterday, or whenever I came by your house. It was yesterday when I came.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I noticed that your hair was getting longer, and I was wondering when you were gonna buzz it off like you usually do. See, that's the thing. It's like it's cool that you used to cut your own hair, and then you got a job and you started getting it cut, but you didn't change your hairstyle. And now,
yes, I did. I swoop it.
Yeah, you just gotta let it grow out a little bit more.
If I didn't have product in it, it would look way different.
You think so?
I know so.
You want to see mine right now?
No. Put it back on. Put it back on.
I'm losing it, dude. I got my hair cut yesterday.
I can tell. It's because you wear hats all the time.
Dude.
I'll never lose my hair. You know why?
You don't wear hats?
Have you ever seen me wear a hat?
Nope.
I look like a jackass with one on.
That's because that's in your own head. Listen, they told me yesterday. I knew I was losing my hair a little bit.
I mean,
just from pictures. I mean, you can tell.
Yeah. You look older. You look old as fuck.
I didn't bring it up yesterday when I was getting my hair, and the girl that was cutting it was like, "Hey, we have this new product, this new shampoo that will, reverse your hair loss."
She soft pitched it to you.
I said,
she let you know about it without being mean.
We weren't even talking about it, and I'm super self-conscious about it, obviously. And she was
it's almost so indirect that it's obvious what she was doing.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm in the game.
It's kind of nice though that she.
The weird thing is when she said it, both the other girls that were working there bombarded me. As soon as I responded, I was like, "Yeah, I've probably lost like a half inch of hairline. Like it's going." I was like, "I'm just about to start shaving it off if I get as bad as my dad." And then they were like, and they were just started hitting bullet points. Hitting bullet points about this one shampoo that you can use in a reverse hair loss. And they were talking about how this one dude had cancer and he used it and never lost his hair, and this other dude was losing his hair and was about to get divorced and didn't get divorced because he started using it, and then was giving me all this pitch, and it's a $60 shampoo, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let nature happen.
So right? That's something I found out about hair salons, because I up until like the last couple months I have not gone and had my hair cut in over a decade.
You just cut it yourself? Since
the 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Swear to God.
That's amazing. You think about the money you saved.
Exactly. So
it's like $27 to get your haircut. It's fucking ridiculous.
You got to tip them, but they're salesmen.
Oh yeah.
They try to push all that shit on you.
Oh yeah.
Do they make commission off of that?
I'm sure they do. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That geeks. Yeah, I did notice that, but yeah.
They wouldn't be pushing if they didn't make commission, right?
Didn't I not tell you about my well, that's what I thought, because she was like turned on the salesman at the end of it when I was checking out, and like I had mentioned like, oh, I've thought about like putting product in my hair.
Yeah, they've hit me before. They're like, what kind of product do you use? I'm like, I get it at Target. It's like $10. And they're like, that stuff's mostly water, right? And I'm like, no, it's not.
The bullshit I get was five and some change, and it holds my hair all day long.
Yeah. Their shit's like $35 American Crew. I'm like, I'm not using that. It's the same shit.
I wake up the next day and I can go like this, and it'll still be in there, styled. But did I not tell you about my haircut at the beach?
No. You got your haircut at the beach?
Did I not take pictures, dude? I wish I would have taken
pictures. Was it fucked up?
I went to a barber.
Why would you get your haircut at the beach?
Because I had intentions of laying mad pipe.
Oh, okay.
So I was hoping to, get that fresh cut, because you don't never feel better than right after a fresh cut.
Yeah.
So, and this lady I've been going to is just right next to the store, that place at that strip, like not a super trained hairstylist, but this is pretty simple shit. She's a nice lady. Like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it was a fairly simple cut. 2 guard on the sides, clip a little off the top. Not clipper it as in buzz or anything like that. So like, okay. So again, I haven't been getting my hair cut for the past decade. I'm new to this, fairly. So I'm at the beach. I get there on a Saturday. And I'm like, cool. I get a fresh cut beginning of the week. I'll be here all week. My dick's going to be sore by the end of this week because my hair's going to look so good.
Did you meet a girl down there?
Nope. I had a lot of Tinder matches with a lot of good-looking girls, and then I got this haircut. So first of all,
Is that what single people do?
First of all, on the Tinder thing, I've deleted that. I don't use that still. That was just for the beach, and it was really so. Girls in Salem, the pool is not quite. I'm not trying to be rude here, but the talent, and I'm not I'm not a model, but the talent in Salem is a little different than the talent in South Myrtle.
And you got them horny hoes that are on vacation too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's a smart move as a single person. Download Tinder, see if you can match with some hoes on your way down there.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm down there, and I matched with some pretty nice biddies. A couple of biddies that I was like, she's definitely out of my league. Don't know what she's looking at.
What just happened over there?
It's dark.
Why?
What's happening?
Will you go touch it? Sorry, we're new to this. Still recording? We're good?
Yeah.
47 minutes?
Nope.
Get any of it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You got the rest.
Okay. Gotcha.
Don't stop with your fucking attitude.
No, we're good.
Anyways, so...
Oh my god.
Jesus fuck,
Everything's falling apart.
Oh my god. So
keep going.
So anyways, so I had I downloaded that smut on my phone, and I matched with some bitches, and I had full intent of, when I matched with the handful that I matched with, I went, okay, now it's scheduling time. Okay, you got 1 week, right? And I'm not, I wouldn't do this normally, I don't like to sleep around. It's uncomfortable. Right. But I was at the beach. Gotcha. Let's have some fun. So, I'm all prepared. I'm good to go. I start talking to a few of them. And then I went to get this haircut. And my idea with this was, who's going to give the freshest haircut of them all? A black barber.
Oh.
For sure, right? So I went to this guy, real nice guy. He had a PlayStation in the barber shop with a TV. He was playing football. I believe the Eagles were playing. 1 chair, 1 appointment at a time, just him. The chair was elevated off the ground about 1.5 feet on a platform. Real cushy leather chair. Then he put the, what is it? Thing around the
apron.
The apron. It had Gucci symbols all over it.
Oh, really?
Yep. Full Gucci symboled, sponsored apron. It was the first indication that I had made a mistake.
I'm in a fucking nice place.
And so it's not the mirror encapsulates the entire wall in front of me. So it's not one mirror. It's the wall is a mirror. So you can see everything. So he gets to going. And well, actually, no, he says, what do you want me to do? And I went,
cut my hair.
Super simple. He's going to, when I tell him these instructions, there's no way he can Go right or left, it's only a straight road. So I was like, just give me a 2-guard on the sides, and my bangs were a little bit too long. So I was like, just do me a favor, take literally the most minuscule, like couple centimeters off my bangs. That's all I want you to do. Like, you know, I was like, my bangs are just a little bit too long for my liking. So he gets to going, and he's, you know, shaving the side of it. And he's clearly a marksman. He's a craftsman. He knows what he's doing. He's palming my head like a basketball, which, you know, was an indication that he was...
Big old hands, too,
Yep. And I was like, this guy has to know what he's doing if he has the audacity to palm a man's head like this. So
gripping it tight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like a basketball. So he's shaving, and he's doing my sides. I was like, all right, cool. Haven't had when I was shaving my hair, I never did my edges because I would just fuck them up if I tried. So he got my shit straight and clean, and I knew that was gonna happen. So that was cool. And then he started my bangs, and that's when things got bad.
He just got it. Yeah. Okay.
So number one, like he's like whoosh, 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 like swinging it like a sword while he's doing it, like the clippers, like what to cut in his motion. Like he's really good. He's really good.
But he's cut some hair before.
Oh, he knows what's good. I'll say this about it before I get to the end. It was a great cut, clearly done by somebody that knows what they're doing. Wrong head. So
you can probably count on 2 hands how many sets of straight hair he's had.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you know, and there were a lot of other clients in there that day, and I was a minority in there.
Yeah.
And so he gets going on my bangs, and he's a quick trimmer, and it's too late before I could really do anything about it. And
was he cutting your bangs with the clippers?
He was edging my bangs up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. Okay.
So
framing out your face.
Framing. So he pulled. I have a 4-head, but he turned it into a 5-head that day. He brought my hair back to about like here, maybe. Completely edged, straight across, straight the fuck across. God, I can't believe I didn't take pictures. I might have. I'll have to check later.
Oh my God.
So then he starts on like my sideburns in this area here. So this right here is straight up, right? Kind of, sort of, whatever. Natural direction it's in. He takes it from like this and slants it. And it's slanted back. Okay? So it's halfway through the haircut, and I've realized that I've gone far past the point of no return on this one. And
can't even say anything.
No.
Other than just shave it all off.
Well, and that wouldn't have saved it either, because it was all the bangs. He'd literally taken my 4-head and stretched it to a 5-head, and so I'm literally sitting there looking at myself in the mirror, and I can't remember another time that I've ever practiced like self-control better than in that situation, because I could see myself in the mirror, and I kept a good solid look on my face, and inside I'm going, I want to fuck this guy up bad right now. And all I'm thinking is like, well, no pussy this week. That's cool. That's great. That just shoots why did I even come to the beach? I'm hanging out with my fucking mom, dad, a fucking baby, and a married couple. Like, what the fuck am I even here for at this point?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, obviously I like hanging out with the family, but like, dude, I'm at the beach. I'm single. Like, yeah, like, fuck. So, you know, like I said, he's still cutting by the time I knew it was fucked. And I'm literally raging on the inside, like raging, fucking pissed off. Like, I'm angry, like irate. He's how's it going, buddy? Looking good? Yeah, man. Keep it up. So like,
go wild.
Yeah, dude, just fucking put some fucking lines in my side of my head now. You might as well put a star in there. So like, he finishes up. He takes the fucking Gucci apron off of me, and he goes, "Ain't gonna worry about them bangs now, buddy." I said, "Is this a fucking fucking ruse? Like, are you fucking with me?
He said bangs. I ain't never got no bangs.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he literally went,
What's this white boy in here doing? I ain't got no fucking bangs. That's what he said.
I think that's exactly what he said. So, yeah, so I went back, I went and got in my car and I sat in the parking lot and, on the verge of crying probably.
There was no clippers done on the top of your head?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He
okay.
shaved, but that's the thing is I didn't ask for that. So I get back to the house and I walk in and Allison's in the living room and I went,
what do you think?
look at me. And she went,
What's up, Slim Shady?
it's not that bad. Literally, that's what I looked like. That's what so she's like, it's not that bad. And I was like, don't fucking lie to me. And she was like, yeah, it does look kind of odd. And I like went and looked in the mirror and I was like, just kill me. Just fucking kill me. So that night we were supposed to go to the pier and like walk around and stuff. And I was so pissed off after I got home from the haircut that like I went in my room and I was playing Xbox, just geeking. And
did you contemplate just shaving it with a razor?
like bald?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
I wouldn't. No.
I'm
So
not far from that.
dude,
If I recede anymore, I'm just gonna start going straight up shaving it.
I think if I have to ever go that route, I'll look crazy. So I hope I don't.
You can pull it off.
No, I'm too white.
Got,
no, I'm too white. So like when there's no darkness up here, it accentuates the whiteness, and I don't look as good. That's why I look better in low light because of how white I am.
Get out in the sun.
It takes a lot of time. It's not that much fun. The payoff it would probably actually be decent, I guess, because I'd probably slay more poon. But yeah. So we were supposed to go to the pier that night, and Ryan came and knocked on my door, and he said, "Hey, think we're about to head out?" And I said, "I'm not going." And my mom was like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm not going out in public looking like I'm about to drop the hottest fucking 10 bars you've ever heard in your life." So that fucked up my entire beach trip.
Why did we not talk about this yet?
I don't know. I thought I told you about it.
I don't remember noticing it.
I literally, I took a snap. I should have sent this to you. I don't know why I didn't. I took a snap of myself that night. And you know how you can draw on it or whatever? I just like got the red color and I drew like a perfect square around my forehead and sent it to Crockett. And he was like, whoa. It's bad. It was bad, dude.
Damn.
It was so bad. Why didn't I take pictures of myself?
I wonder why they do that.
I think I was so angry that I just like, that literally ruined that trip for me.
I'm gonna give you. Don't just next time you get a haircut, just have them not cut the top at all. Just let that shit grow for the next.
That's mostly what I do now. Yeah, but I feel like it's already getting a little bit long.
Yeah.
You don't think
grow.
so?
Let it grow. Start pushing to the side and back.
I don't want to like. I'm trying to keep my like alternative roots. You know.
Well, some of them have like crazy ass undercuts and stuff.
Yeah, I could start like do a little more research on it.
Grow it out like 6 inches long on top, and then just fucking shave the side.
Yeah, put like 2 lines in the side. You remember Thor from Ragnarok?
Nope. Don't know what that is.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, is that another nerd movie? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I know who Chris Hemsworth is.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's Thor. If you didn't fucking know, everybody knows that's his most...
Never seen that movie, but I know who he is. He dated Miley Cyrus,
you
right?
have no... No, his brother did. Oh. Liam Hemsworth, also an actor. You have no interest in the MCU, like Marvel stuff?
What does MCU stand for?
Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's probably... No, it definitely is the largest grossing movie franchise of all time. Like it, I mean, that's...
Oh, it is. I looked it up the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was looking at. Actually, I do. I was looking at top grossing Adam Sandler movies. We'll get into that. But then it got me into the wormhole of like top grossing movies ever.
In-game. Avatar.
Yeah. In-game. And then...
I saw it opening night.
What was that? It was
Avatar.
Avengers are like
Av-
three. The top 5.
Oh.
Avengers have 3. of them.
Endgame, Infinity War, and the
Yeah.
original Avengers, I think, are all. And then you have Titanic, Avatar.
Yep, that's the top 5, I think.
Avatar's dope.
Yeah, it was a cool movie.
You can sit through Avatar.
Mm-hmm. Complete fantasy.
You could definitely get into the Marvel shit. One of the movies is literally like spy espionage, like no fantastical shit in it. Like there's tons of shit. Like there's so many different types.
Yeah,
of
I'd
movies.
probably be into it.
Captain America. It's
I've seen Captain America.
the Winter Soldier.
I saw Captain America, the first one, in theaters.
It's a good flick.
I like Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire version, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
He's
Not
good,
3.
but this new kid.
Don't talk to me about 3.
Yeah, 3 sucks. Everybody knows it. The new kid, Tom Holland, he's great. I like him a lot. You haven't seen him enough.
He's too skinny for me, dog. I like the beefed up Tobey Maguire.
That's how Peter Parker's supposed to look. And that kid is
Say that
kid's built.
Peter Parker.
Stop with that shit, dude. I don't even care. Peter
Look
Parker.
at the audio.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It can jump. With great power comes great responsibility. Like the other day when I sent you that double quote, the Star Wars Mandalorian season 2. It's looking good. It's going great so far. It's great.
Anyway, Adam Sandler. that's
Wait.
how we got on this.
Can we take a beat? I definitely want to get on the Adam Sandler stuff. Can I refill this? Can we just pause that real quick? Take a beat.
Yeah, we can't pause the cameras though.
Well, were we not gonna have to edit that in some fashion?
No.
Then how is this gonna be?
It's got to go. It's got to go. Whenever it's got to go, it's got to go.
What do you mean?
We're at 1 hour.
Can I refill this, or we're gonna keep?
Yeah,
going,
I'll
or
riff.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's so clear when you're like upset about something.
I'm not upset.
You make me uncomfortable. What are you gonna riff about?
I don't know. First edition of riffing with Jake.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go do this.
Gotcha. How long is that gonna take?
I'm just gonna go pour a fucking cup of coffee.
Bring the whole pot up here. I might need Daddy and I might need a drink. All right. So, riffing with Jake, episode 1. Virginia Tech football is absolute fucking garbage this year. I have to address you. I can't not address you. First part of the season, I was super hype about the way that they were playing. And then now, since the Liberty loss, they had some disappointing losses, but since the Liberty loss,
Do you really want some?
yeah, I'll take a cup. I called that they won't lose another game. They lost to Pitt tonight, like 40 to fucking 14, 48 to 15, 48 to 14, I think was the score. Pittsburgh's trash. Now they've got Clemson, and then they've got UVA. I'm to the point now where I'm rooting against Virginia Tech so that they fire that piece of shit, Justin Fuente. Just get him out of there. New staff, rebuilding. It's going to take 5 years, I realize. But, I mean, we have a 4-win season right now. How much worse could it get? So that's where I'm at with Virginia Tech football. And their basketball is not going to be any better. As soon as they get a goddamn good coach, they fucking leave. So, who knows what's going to happen with Virginia Tech athletics? Probably nothing. I'm tired of watching football. All I know is the Raiders are fucking good as shit this year. They're playing the Chiefs tomorrow, 8:30 prime time. They already beat them once. They're the Chiefs' only loss. I think they're going to win again. We'll see what happens.
Fuck football.
That was Riff with Jake. Got to get some type of sports in here.
I know. Here's the deal. Do you have? Then we can do that. I think there should be a sports section. You should just cover whatever hot button topics in football.
Yeah.
I'll take basketball. Do you have anything else to say about football right now?
I'm good. I was just bitching about Tech, man. They suck.
Okay. Why?
So fucking frustrating.
They've never really had a great team, have they?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
They had the longest 10-win streak in FBS history.
Basketball sucks
And
cock,
they
though.
broke it my freshman year.
The basketball team's garbage. What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Why? That just freaked me out. So NBA free agency has began. Chris Paul is now a Phoenix Sun, which is going to be interesting. We got Dwight Howard is going to play for the Philadelphia 76ers. Yesterday he signed I believe a something $1 million deal. Couple hours prior to him signing with the Philadelphia Sixers, he tweeted and said, I'm a Los Angeles Laker, not going anywhere. Purple and gold never gets old.
And then he signed.
And then deleted that. I think it was.
Really?
I think I was reading about it. I think it was more. He was under that impression, and then free agency started. They called his agent, and then his agent, I think, was like, "Take that shit down. We got you some money." And the thing with him is, Dwight got his ring. Now it's time to cash in. You're not old Dwight. You got to make your money now. You got a ring. Don't stick around for that bullshit money. He can still be a top center in the league. Never mind. Rondo is going to the Hawks now. He's going to play for Atlanta.
Who did Toronto sign? They had I saw on ESPN today.
Van Fleet.
Yeah, it's the largest contract in NBA history of an undrafted player.
NBA cap is ridiculous, dude. These kids are getting paid astronomical
He wasn't even
amounts.
drafted.
Yeah, he's a hooper, NBA champ.
Crazy.
Toronto Raptors. What else? What else is going on in free agency? In
I don't know.
the
I don't
NBA?
give a fuck about. That's why I hate this shit.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of
I hate it.
my
I hate
kind
basketball.
of
I hate college basketball. I hate NBA. I fucking hate it. I can't watch it.
Adam Sandler movies.
We can do the sports thing,
Yeah, and
but we started this goddamn podcast in the middle of the NBA season last year, and I just hate it. I was so excited for football season, so that we could talk about it.
basketball is just so
COVID.
much more fun. It's like a melodrama, along with a sport.
I'll watch it this year. I would love to live stream or stream some games.
I
You
just
can do it on
like.
Twitch.
I just think it's fun to watch because it's not like football. You can see all the players' faces. You can see them talking shit to each other and what they're saying, and then you got guys that are literally flying through the air. And I think people take it for granted when
Someone dunks a basketball.
when a 6'8", 280-pound LeBron James lifts his body high enough to where he can put a ball in a hoop that's 10 feet off the ground, and he can also cock it back like this before he does it. Again, you see it on TV all the time, and do you fucking understand the athletic ability it takes to do something like that?
Get on a 7-foot goal and try to do the dunks that LeBron does. It's impossible.
I mean, I could do it.
Okay.
On a 7-foot goal.
No, do his crazy ass fucking dunks.
I could do anything on a 7-foot goal.
Gotcha. Okay.
I used to do crazy shit in my driveway on a 7-foot goal, dude. Come on, ask Crockett. He knows what's up.
That's some hot.
Stays hot, piping hot, French roast. What's up?
Hmm.
The best part of waking up is smelling my butt.
I'm gonna have shit so quick after I drink this.
Don't do that.
It's only 10:30. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good.
Anyway, so the reason I was looking up top grossing movies was because I was looking up Adam Sandler top grossing movies for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
If you had to guess which movie Adam Sandler's made the most money, which would it be?
Like upon release or long term?
Long term, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Probably Happy Gilmore. And if it's wrong, give me a couple guesses before you tell me.
It's not right. You could take 100 guesses. You won't get it right. I promise.
Is it Wedding Singer?
That's my favorite Adam Sandler.
When
Recent as fuck.
was it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, right?
Was it
It's
released
not
on Netflix?
No.
I have no idea.
It's animated.
Go.
Hotel Transylvania. He did the voiceover work for the main character there. It was unfucking believable how much money they made.
That's pretty sad. When, I don't mean to say it like that. It's not sad. But as Adam Sandler, which I'm sure he probably doesn't even look at this or it doesn't even matter. But like when you've been doing it for as long as him and he's like a vet in the world of comedy and you're like your swan song is like Transylvania, you know?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
A little bit.
Is the internet hooked up?
What?
Is the internet hooked up?
No.
Should I? No. I mean, we could look up the top 5. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to plug it?
How far away is it right now?
It's right there here.
Get it. We can look up the top 5. I don't remember exactly which movies were top 5 of his. But we'll look it up.
After that, look up the top Tarantino movies.
Oh, we can go through this. It's a good thing we're not talking about the topic we planned on talking about.
What were we going to talk about? Oh! No, I fuck. Yeah,
Okay.
bitch, I got fired.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to refute this. I'm glad you reminded me. I was at work doing hella research.
Were you?
Yeah. I was at Hollins today, so I didn't do shit.
Good.
I fucking scrolled through Reddit and did research on Flat Earth. And let's just say you're an idiot for believing that shite. Do you feel like I'm too harsh sometimes with my name calling?
What did you look up? Videos from like...
No. And that's the thing too is I'm glad you said that because while I was doing my research, I guarantee this isn't how Jake researches.
Oh, really?
Videos. You get your stuff from videos.
No, not always.
Whatever, dude. Anyways.
I prefer to not read.
I read articles.
I
Jake,
prefer to not have to read. I prefer that somebody feeds the information to
I
me.
retain it far better if I read an article. So, but I didn't retain any of it because I did this a couple hours ago, so it's in my phone. Fuck. All right, I'll have to remember. I remember most of it. We can definitely talk about
You're
it.
just going to be making it up the
What?
way that they make it
Touch
up.
that. Jake. It's dying probably.
You want to wrap this one episode up and sort of new? So we can figure the video out.
I mean, we could just stop that camera for a second. Where's that?
It's impossible. It's impossible. Okay.
What?
We're at an hour 12. We're good. We'll wrap this up. We'll get the camera going and we'll get into movies.
Okay.
Thank y'all for listening. Hey, this is the new edition of Ruffling Feathers. We're going to keep it to a fucking hour and a half. Or try to, unless somebody really cool comes in.
Yeah, y'all are welcome for that. That's on me. So, you're welcome.
We're going to cut it.
Executive decisions have been made.
We're going to do a new episode right afterwards.
Look at my mustache.
Good looking mustache. Check us out on YouTube. New platform. Ruffling. Is it gonna be Ruffling Feathers?
For now.
Okay.
For now it is.
Ruffling Feathers YouTube channel.
For now.
Thank y'all so much. We'll catch you on the next episode. Deuces.
Mustache.